Hello guys, welcome back. Come on here and tell me hello. I'm super excited to talk about how to get the declutter of every day in your homes kind of down to a minimal. There's lots of different things that I do in my own home and lots of things I've learned by going into people's houses. So I know this sounds crazy, but every time I go into somebody's house to decorate, some of these things I see over and over and over again. And I know it's repetitive, but some of the things that I can tell you that would just keep their house tidy every single day is some of these things that we're going to go over. I have a list of them. And I will post this in there, guys, so that you guys can go through them too after I've talked about them, and that you can go through them and say, okay, this is where I could really change some things in my house. Because I think these are super important. No matter how beautiful your home is, if it's not organized and all the things, and tidy, just tidy every single day, it's really important to do those things, okay? So the number one thing that I want to talk about is decluttering 33% of your wardrobe. I know, right? Decluttering your 33% of your wardrobe would get you a little bit more organized. And I have to say, I did it myself, okay? I'm not trying to just make you guys do these things and not really do them myself, because it's so important to do these, guys. I took 4 lawn and leaf trash bags of clothing out of my closet. Now, do I recommend that? If you need to do it, yes, and even more, because I will tell you, like getting around yesterday, I'd forgotten I had this sweater, and I bought it, and I had put it in there, and I had never even worn it. There's things that I had found in there that I hadn't even thought about in years. Things that are broken, things that are stained. T-shirts, guys. The number one thing that I can tell you, I probably threw away like a handful of t-shirts. One thing is that I wear a lot of them with like jackets and different things, and in the summertime they get stained up under here because you're sweating and you're outside doing all the things. I just noticed, I'm like, I need some new t-shirts. They either get, rips or stained, or the collar starts to really like sag on them. Those are the things that I was looking at thinking, would I really want to wear this if I had another choice? That's the thing. If you haven't worn them in the last 3 months, and I know we have different seasons in different places because we have all the seasons. You know if you wore it that last season. If you haven't, get rid of it, guys. Put it up and box it up and do that. So 33% of your wardrobe will keep you organized, getting around in the morning. Okay, the next one, reset your living room every single night. Okay, I'm going to talk about this because this is so important. I'm here in my office, and this is like, I know I shared with you guys my office before, and it's like a little living room everywhere we go. This is so important, guys, because I would have to say that this is the number one thing that I go into people's houses and I notice. Books, coats, purses, honestly, cups laying around in the living room, old plates that they ate something and they put it down and they didn't pick it up. Every single night, and I'm going to say this, and Jason can vouch for this, every single night when I leave a room, I clean it up. It's just habit. I will take my pillows, I fluff them, and it's so funny because my customers even say when I go to their house, I start fluffing and cleaning their house. It's because you can't really decorate and keep your house beautiful if it's not tidy. Nobody wants to go into a house that has things everywhere. And it makes you feel so much better when you walk into a room and you can sit down and have, that feeling of cleanliness. So what it is to reset your living room every single night. So at the end of the day, before you go to bed, it takes like a couple minutes. Go in, put up the throw rugs, or put up the throws that you have, because my family gets them out this time of year too. So go in and clean those throws up. Fluff up your pillows. Put all the dishes in the dishwasher. Just clean and tidy that stuff up, and I promise you, you'll wake up and you'll feel so much better if you do that. If it's the only one thing that you do today, that is so important, guys. That one, to reset your living room when you leave it every single day, okay? That's such a good habit to get into. Okay, own fewer toys. That's another one. We go into so many homes, and I love you all, but this is with myself too, with raising the girls and having Addison still at home playing with toys. One of my rules with it is sometimes when we get more toys at birthdays and holidays and things like that, one of the things that I do, and if you have grandchildren, because I know a lot of you guys have grandchildren and stuff like this, and so you might have toys and play toys and all those things. One of the greatest tips that I can give all my customers, get totes. Get totes for your toys and rotate them. If it's at play clothes, put a tote for just play clothes. Dress up clothes, get those and put them up. rotate them. It's like having a brand new toy for your kids all the time. If you don't put everything out there, they don't get overwhelmed and they play with the toys that they have. So that is such a great idea. A lady gave that to me years and years ago, and so I would put some of the toys up so that they all just weren't all over the floor, let's be honest. And the girls loved that because I'd get them down. It was like having a new toy again. So that's my thing with toys. So if you have one, definitely get some toys and put them away. Don't get rid of them. Like Legos. Legos are expensive. Don't get rid of them. Put them away and then bring them back out after a while. That's a great tip. Clear your countertops, guys. It kind of goes back to resetting your living room. Your countertops are the #1 hub of your house. And I'm going to say that again. It's the #1 hub of your house. The first thing that you do in the morning is you go get a cup of coffee. The first thing that you do is everybody gets around in the morning. I don't know about you guys, but we all get around and we all meet kind of in the kitchen. Everybody has to get their lunch packed. Everybody has to get their coffee. Everybody has to get a little something for breakfast. And it's so much easier if you go ahead and clean all those countertops off and make sure that your dishwasher is unloaded. That is so, so important. That is #1 rule that I love in my house, is that if anybody sees that we cleaned it, we've started it and we haven't, just unloaded it. It's the 2-second rule. It takes two minutes maybe tops to unload it, but it's wonderful because that makes you where you can clean everything up really fast and done. And especially when you're getting ready for dinner at the end of the night, when you get home from work, it's all ready, it's clean and all those things. So keep those countertops clean, keep them all cleaned off, and I guarantee you'll thank yourself when you're making supper, okay? So that's really important. Choose meaningful decorations. Okay, I don't know, the last few houses that we've been going in, everybody will buy decorations for the holidays, for different types, and they have it all out. You don't have to do that. Rotate those. Donate them if you're tired of them. Don't leave them around, hanging around all year long. Make sure that you put them up. Everything has to have its space. So if it's something that you really love and it's meaningful to you, then definitely keep it out and make sure that you're utilizing it and seeing it every day. But don't leave all your decorations out, guys, because we have seen this so much. They're like, oh, that's my grandmother's china, and this is my china that I love, and this is the china that I got for my wedding. You don't have to utilize all of it all the same time. And there'll be different tips this year that I'm going to give you how you can utilize some of those things that are more sentimental. But you don't have to leave them all out because it's just more clutter in your house, and that just really, it just brings you down. And it's more things that you have to kind of walk around and do things like that. So that's really important. Tackle 1-minute projects immediately. What does that mean? We're going back to fluffing your living room reset and making your bed every day. It takes a few minutes and it takes a few seconds, but it makes you feel more tidy and more clean. Just doing those 1-minute things a day. Unloading the dishwasher. If you have a load of laundry in the washer, just do it. Just do those just put it in the dryer before you leave. Because you can leave things in the dryer and turn that dryer back on and let it fluff a little bit. But when you left wet clothes in your washer, guess what? They probably are going to smell mildewy. So just do those 1-minute tasks to keep yourself very, very organized and fresh. So that's really important. Identify homes. One of the things that Jason is very tidy too. I have to say I have lots and lots of help with him, and I'm going to give you a bonus at the end of this. So if you stay on here with me, if you guys are on there. But one of the things that I love to do in my house to make sure that everything is kind of in its space is before I buy something or before I have it, I make sure that that's something that I really want, and where am I going to put it? I'm going to say that again. Where am I going to put it? Don't go in and go shopping with your friends and say, hey, I love this pillow. I just don't know what I'm going to do with it. And then you get it home and you set it in the corner. Or you set it in that closet, because I can promise you, you won't get it back out. You'll forget about it, and then you'll go out and buy more things and more and more and more. So make sure when you buy and purchase things that you know where you're going to put it and it's got its home. And that kind of goes with lots of different all kinds of things. If you walk around your house and you feel like it's cluttered and it's kind of coming down around you, it's time to get rid of some things, okay? And I'm going to say that again because I can decorate homes all day and make them beautiful, but there's a certain amount of things that just need its own home, okay? And we see this every single day with, all kinds of things, books, magazines, I don't know, just all kinds of things. Shoes are one of the biggest things. I noticed that lots of people have shoes all over their house. And it's like, let's identify a space when you come in. If you want one pair of shoes, then leave that pair of shoes when you walk through your whole house. but make sure it has a spot for it, okay? And you know that. So that's really, really important. Determine the purpose of each room. I know you think this is crazy, guys, but you won't believe how many houses we go to, and it talks about, like, they'll have a dining room, and it's their catch-all room. Nobody wants that, especially a dining room. I've noticed over and over and over again, people with dining rooms, they literally just go in there and it's a dumping ground for them. Okay, we're going to have a fresh new year. That's going to change. We're going to identify what we want in those rooms. If you have a dining room that you never use and you say, I don't entertain, I don't really need it, then use it for something else. Use it as a library, use it as an office, home office, something that you will actually utilize. Make sure that you identify those spaces and that you know that that's what it is. Don't have your bedroom as a library, okay? That's so important. I see this all the time, and we're going to talk more about each individual rooms. But don't have a dumping ground for your bedroom. Your bedroom is supposed to be that place where you have an oasis at the end of the night or in the beginning of the day. If you start that with all cluttered things and it's not beautiful and it doesn't feel like that, we have to change that, okay? We're going to have to change that because that is the number one spot I would say that is less likely for people to decorate or redo. And I think it's the number one spot people should do because you go to bed thinking about these things and you wake up, to this space. So let's change that this year, okay? So that's one of the things. Identify the rooms. Determine the purpose of each room is what it said. But tidy the garage up. Oh my gosh, guys. Okay, this is going to be, Vanessa's like, this is going to be life-changing because for me, because I need to do some of these things myself. I can tell you guys how to do these things, but I'm going to be completely honest. If Jason was here, he'd be like, girl, you need to work on that yourself. So I have to admit that my garage is where I pull in. I have a really big, huge garage. I pull in, and everything that's in my car, if I've done a job or things like that, I am typically just throw it to the side and I'll get to it later. And then guess what? A month later, it's collected all the dust, all the dirt that the car keeps going in and out. The garage door's up, leaves go in there, more dirt, more wind, all those things. I am guilty of this, and I'm going to tell you, I'm going to try to be better this year. I'm going to get it organized, which Jason's already helped me start doing this when I was in market last week. He said, Tabitha, you won't believe what I did for you, which I'll have to share. I'm going to be sharing. But I'm going to get better at dumping all these things and really trying to keep everything very organized and tidy. And that's one thing. We have noticed that people that really spray their ceilings and spray their walls down and make them white, they tend to keep those things clean. And next week we're going to be talking about tools. Oh my gosh, guys, I could go over and over tools that you absolutely have to make your life more cozy or tidy and cozy and all the things. So we're going to go over those next week. And some things that I've tried, I'm going to show you things that I've tried that don't work. Because trust me, I've done it all. And it seems like people really want to show me and tell me what works and what don't. So we're going to go over tools next week. But there's a lot of great tools that you can get to really make your garage, your walkways and things like that. Because I think your garage kind of goes out into your driveway and things like that. Guys, nobody wants you to have all your stuff. If you have more stuff that you need to get rid of it. I'm just going to plain and simple say, get rid of it. But I'm really bad about it in the summertime when I'm trying to do a lot of gardening. I use the tools and then I just throw them in the garage. And then I do this and I throw it in there. I'm going to try to get better about that, and let's post about this together, because if you have some ideas, I would love to know some tips and tricks about how to keep these spaces that we're talking about tidy, okay? The last one that I'm going to talk about is discard unfinished products, okay? Hello. We all have them. You are not alone. Even in my own house, I have things that I have projects, and then I'm honestly, like I said, Jason's very tidy about doing things. Him and I keep each other on checks and balances, but life happens. We all know that. Life goes into this busy cycle, or, before you know it, it'll be spring and we'll be needing to get all those things out and doing this. If you have projects that you want to finish up, this might be your year to do it. Let's do it together. If you have something like, I know Paula that's on here, she said, I've been telling me she wanted to do her fireplace. She had Jason come out and do her fireplace. Yay, Paula. So that's one thing off your checklist that you need to do. I think that's so important to get a checklist, guys. I want each one of you to make a checklist of what your priorities are for the whole year. And I think if we do that together, we're gonna get organized and tidy together, which I'm super excited about. You don't have to do all this in 1 month and then next month forget about it. Spread this out, because we know that all year long I'm going to keep talking about different things to keep you tidy, different tips, different tools, things that we see in people's houses that we recognize. And I can be honest, some of us have lived in our houses a while, which I have, and you forget. You just, it just kind of like you have these blinders on, like a horse, you know how they have the blinders on so they can't see anything. We lose that. So we are going to bring those to your attentions, and maybe we'll drop in on one of your houses to see what you're doing. So be prepared. No, I'm just saying that we all have blinders on. We all have those piles of things that we have that we just keep putting over there. Make sure that you're doing some of these things and clearing that out of your life. And I promise you, you'll have more clarity of what you want each room and each space to be like, okay? So that's really important. And if you have a list of things that you want to do for the year, it just gets you more organized and it gets things done. And it doesn't have to be expensive things, because I know a lot of people say, I can't afford to do all these things, Tabitha. No. I'm talking just like simple things like a new doormat. Sometimes we just need to freshen up our outsides, and we're going to go into that more this year. It's the simple little tasks that we get done, which cost you maybe $10 at Hobby Lobby on sale. You know what I mean? It's some of those things that just make us, once it piles up, it snowballs from us. So we want to get some of that snowball back down so that you can be snowflakes. Right? Okay, that's a good metaphor. Okay, so I got to tell you, my bonus, I'm going to list this and put this in the community so you guys can talk about it. One thing I want to talk about, because I've kind of gone on here and just started talking. We have a survey in the community here. If you guys would take that, we're going to, whoever does the survey, we're going to put your name on a list, and we're going to give away some free smell goods. So make sure that you go in there and take that survey, because we really want to hear back from you guys what you want to see more of this year and things like that, okay? That helps us decide what we're going to do for the whole year. And I have some really good things coming up, guys, so stay with us. And second, one of the things that I also want to talk about is the survey. The second thing is I want to show you what happened. We went to Dallas Market, which I know a lot of you guys follow us on the main page, and we went to Dallas Market, and when I was gone, I told Jason, I said, I'm going to order all this new inventory, and the boutique is growing like crazy pants, guys. So what we said is we're going to be buying all this stuff at Market, and I used to have this little storage room. You know, this is my office. I kind of don't hide things from you guys because you guys are my people. So this is my office. This is where you see me doing all the things, and yes, I need to get a new chair, but I can honestly tell you, this is so comfortable. So when I'm doing all my videos, this is where I do my videos. This is where I plan things. I come out here, I order things. I do all the things from this desk, which you probably don't see a lot of it, but this is where I'm from most of the time, which probably I need to give this a little facelift, but maybe that's coming this year. Who knows? We'll see. But I told Jason, I said, I've got to be organized and get more organized. I can't tell people to do this if I'm not myself. And he said, well, what do you need to be organized about? And I said, well, I have this storage room, because this is my storage room. I've never showed anybody this, guys. But this is my storage room. And we built this, I don't know, about 10 years ago. And when we started doing houses and things like that, it ended up being, this is kind of like a little carriage house, because right over here in this next room is a full bathroom. You could actually live out here if you wanted to. And the thought was is I'd have my office, and then this could be a guest space for guests, because we have a large family and people like that. And so they could come out here when they're with us and take showers and stay out here, and it's like a little retreat. Well, that went out to the sideways, because I took it over once I started doing the boutique and things like that, and it's my storage, okay? So he came in here and made all this storage for me. Guys, when I tell you, I had a walkway of stuff, because I was keeping this with the stuff that we staged houses with. We had the boutique out here. We had all the things out here, and I'm not kidding you, you could barely walk in here, and it drove him insane. He's like, Tabitha, you've got to get this organized. Why can't you get this? I'm like, I'm trying. I just keep filling things, and it's just trying to get organized. So he came out here, and he did it for me when I was gone. God love him. I don't know. What other husband would do that? So come on in here, and I'll show you. We first started off with this one little bitty space. So this was just supposed to be for the boutique, just this one. And everything else in the room was supposed to be for staging. And I'm not kidding you when I say you could barely, was it not? Mm-hmm. You could barely walk in this room. So we started off with this just being for staging and things like that. He came in here and he took it all out and put it and organized it in our attic where all of our other things are. which is where I keep all my Christmas decor, my everyday decor for the house. He went in there and organized it all. And he started cleaning this out. Like, this is our station for us to box. And then he made all of this, which is the last inventory that we've had so far.
If you remember, we had all these florals right here.
Oh my God.
Over here, stacked up, falling on top. We couldn't even turn the fan on.
You couldn't even turn the fan on. I'm like, we have a fan.
We had so much.
So I have to be honest, this is for us too. And I can actually get my
we use a step stool.
Step stool in here. It was so bad, guys. So I know when I'm talking about organization, it really needs to be organized. And I thought, I'm gonna so share this. I hardly ever share this space with anybody because eventually we have just gotten rid of all of our inventory, and now all the new inventory for the spring and everything is coming in. And so it feels so good because I was like, oh, I don't know where we're gonna put all this stuff, you know. And for the boxes, you know, the Christmas decor boxes.
Because all of that was what was in the hallway.
Yeah,
the packaging things.
Yeah, so
it
we
was
also
lining.
have the shed out there and doing all that. So it just feels so good to be able to come in here, see what we have, take inventory, and because of course there's some different things already coming in and things like that for the winter decor and stuff like that. So it feels so good to be organized. But I got to tell you, he did a fantastic job. Hats off to Jason.
Mm-hmm.
But I usually don't show you guys this space because it's terrible. And you'd think, this lady, she's we're paying her to tell us what to do. Now, my house usually does not look like this at all. No, not at all.
We still have some stuff in stock if you
Yes. Okay, Vanessa's telling all the secrets now. Don't be telling all my secrets. So, yes, it's like we just constantly have to keep up. And I just wanted to show you guys this because this is something that I'm super proud of myself. I cleaned out my closet and did that. Oh my gosh, it's life-changing. And you know, a lot of these things that I tell you guys, I try to really honestly do it myself, just to show you all the different things. And it's funny because when I went to market, guys, because I guess I can tell you guys this, you're my people. So when we went to market, a lot of vendors really wanted us to try new products and do things like that. And I'm really reluctant because one of the things is I don't give you guys this because I think, oh, this is going to... I try these things, and I know that these things help me in my life to make a different life for all of us, not for me, my family, and different people. So when it comes to like different smell goods and things, we got samples of them before we even bought them. And I've already bought some of the goodie bags for you guys for spring, and I'm so excited for you guys to get these. You will love them. But we're trying different lines and trying different things because that just helps you guys have a better home life too, and all the things. So when I encourage you, I want you to encourage me back. And how to encourage me back is posting different things that you guys are doing in your homes, different life hacks all year long. You don't have to have permission to do that. I don't want you promoting another business because that's not what this is the place for it. But none of you have ever done that, so I'm not really worried about that. I just have to say that for Facebook terms. But the biggest thing is us to encourage each other. So when you're getting all your things and you're getting tidy in your house and you're getting rid of it, post it. I want to see it. If it's bags of things, if you want to take a picture before and after, I would love to see that, guys, because that really encourages me to know what you're really doing and you're working on. If it's a small project and you're doing tabletops and things like that, I want to see those things. If I have suggestions, trust me, I'll do it, and I'll do it in the nicest way to say, hey, maybe you put this or a different lamp there or something like that. So this year, I really want you guys to come in here and share with us, share what you like, take the survey, and start posting pictures, especially because we are going to be giving giveaways. Like this month, I think it's super important to give giveaways so that we get feedback from you guys, okay? I hope this was helpful, guys. I know I was long-winded this time, but I really think that this video is going to be so helpful for you guys to stay tidy because we have to stay tidy before we can even decorate. Yeah, I hate to say that, but there's lots of homes that we go in and we start cleaning, and I know my team is like, Tabitha, stop doing that. But I have to go and clean before I can actually decorate because it gives me clarity of what needs to be in that spot, okay? So I'm going to post this list in the community. Take the survey. We have a little gift. If whoever does that, we're going to give a giveaway for that. And what else did I want to say? Start posting. Let us know what you guys are doing. And let us know what you want to see more of. Next week, we're going to be talking about the tools that will help you keep tidy in your house and organize and all the things. So I am so excited about this, guys. Some of them are good, some of them are bad, but you're gonna see all different ones. So we're gonna try to do all the videos on Friday so that you guys can see them and you can watch them on the weekends and different times. So stay tuned. We'll be here next Friday talking about the different tools for your house that are good and bad. Okay, guys, talk to you soon. Bye-bye.